What does precious really mean? Precious and valuable, or precious and valuable only to you? Guardian Australia staff realize that when it comes to the treasures we inexplicably keep, it can mean both, and there are some items that must go into hiding during the annual throwout because of their sentimental value, no matter how unattractive they are. Mike Bowers, jacaranda, salt and pepper shakers. They lived in a glass-fronted cabinet with all of my mother's treasures. They shared the cabinet with the special crockery serving dishes purchased by my father while on assignments in far-flung parts of the globe, and fine-bone china teacups which belonged to my grandmother. Throughout my childhood I had always been attracted to them. I don't really know why. They are quite ugly and look like purple pottery broccoli. Caravaggio in the attic. The ultra-valuable treasures stuck in storage read more. Their attraction for me is partly the way they look and the story behind their arrival in the Bowers house. The salt and pepper shakers were purchased by my parents while on their honeymoon in 1956, a motoring tour of New South Wales in their Ford Zephyr, a dog of a car prone to breakdowns. They were bought in Grafton and are of course miniatures of that city's famed jacaranda trees. I inherited them when my mother moved out of the family home in Canberra a few years ago. They are now my most treasured ugly treasure. Calla Walquist's Carmen Miranda teapot. My grandmother had a collection of more than 300 teapots, teeny tiny ones, multi-story teapot and cup arrangements sculpted into a condo for mice, several different versions of London Bridge. She had every kind of teapot except one actually used for making tea, preferring bags. We decorated the church with teapots at her funeral, much to the Reverend's displeasure, and each took one home after the wake. I chose Carmen. Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. Carmen, a multi-story teapot and cup arrangement. Patrick Keneally's antique biscuit barrel. This biscuit tin was given to me by my grandfather before he died, and although I treasure it for sentimental reasons, others are not so taken with it. My grandfather was born in 1904 and this sat on the shelf of the general store his parents ran on the mid-north coast of NSW when he was a child, so it's probably more than 100 years old.